Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel where we talk about stuff. So I'm making this video because I want to not only clear up any confusion, but I do understand that over the course of a 6-week period, it's only been 6 weeks, a lot of stuff can take place, and I feel like a lot of times it gets lost in the noise of everything else that's actively happening as well within the cryptocurrency community. So this video is just going to be a quick run through, if you will, of things that have been happening with the company Ripple over the course of the last 6 weeks, 6 to 7 weeks. And I can't stress that enough, because this year has actually been incredible for the company Ripple as well as XRP winning the lawsuit. But once again, I feel like people forget, don't know about, or simply have not heard of other news that's been floating around out there. So here we go. For those of you who missed it, the Bank for International Settlements, the BIS, announced that they're going to be making a cross-border payment system, or rather an interoperable network of payments for the new digital world that we are so quickly being thrown into. And the main news of that is that they are going to be partnering with Ripple. Understand that them partnering with Ripple also means that there's going to be usage of the XRP ledger. And as the Bank for International Settlements can sometimes be called the central bank, in that this is probably going to continue to further integration of Ripple and XRP around the world. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about, because I know someone just rolled their eyes or sucked their teeth. It's always the same exact thing over and over. Regardless of how much actual news that we get that is concrete, that is happening with Ripple, people for some reason still decide to throw their money into things like Pepe coin, and that's your personal choice. I don't control the money that you're not trying to make. Also in the news, for those of you who missed it, New Zealand, New Zealand, like the nation, announced that they are going to be creating their own central bank digital currency. This isn't really new. The idea is that multiple countries around the world are all trying to make their own central bank digital currency. They're all trying to digitize or find new ways to make finance fun and easy for everyone out there. The really big news is that New Zealand has actively announced that they are going to be building their central bank digital currency on the XRP blockchain, and they're going to be using Ripple, the company, to help them to do it. Upon hearing that Ripple is actively working with a number of countries, some people still decide to just not pay attention and turn the cheek and pretend like it's not actually happening. And I think that's fine. And we all live in our own different realities where we're trying to make money and we're trying to figure out what the future is going to be like. But I guess it's very different for a lot of people. So the news is, as well, Ripple is actively working with New Zealand to create a central bank digital currency that is going to run on top of the XRP ledger. Meaning that in the future, when you have billions of dollars that are transacting just from New Zealand alone, they're all going to be using and burning as well XRP in the background. Isn't that absolutely incredible? I mean, I thought so. For those of you who also missed it, earlier this year, it was a very popular topic. In January, Hong Kong, beneath China, announced that they were going to legalize cryptocurrencies within their nation, that they would have cryptocurrency regulations by the time June rolled around. And guess what? June 1st, they had cryptocurrency regulations. Woo! A nation that does what they say they were going to do. Also, on top of that as well, there were a number of banks who began to announce that they were looking for partners within the cryptocurrency space. One of the largest banks in Hong Kong, Fubon Bank, F-U-B-O-N Bank, announced that, they were going to also be working with Ripple. They're going to be helping them to develop a central bank digital currency layer that could potentially be used for Hong Kong dollars. They're going to be issuing debt on top of the XRP ledger, as well as mortgages, and also finding ways to digitize real estate, which is a whole nother different topic. The idea being you'll be able to fractionalize real estate. Realistically, you can't cut your house in half and give it to different people. But on a blockchain, you'll be able to say if you have 10 kids, you get 10%, you get 10%, and it's all done through actual smart contracts. So there is no in-house fighting of saying I should own more than you actually own. That's the generalized idea. So another major bank in Hong Kong is now going to be working with Ripple actively on their XRP ledger to also issue digitized version of the Hong Kong dollar when digitizing and using these actual loans as well. For those of you who also missed it, the Republic of Palau, which is an island nation in the Pacific, say it, is going to be working with Ripple because they're also going to be creating their central bank digital currency, the same as every other country out there. But we're seeing a trickle, a little light trickle of countries who are now coming forward and announcing that they're going to be not only making their central bank digital currency, as 2023 has been like the central bank digital currency year, but how surprising that they're all working with the exact same company. That can't be anything, right? That just seems really weird that they would all be working with the same company who's been expanding around the world over the course of the last like 7 or 8 years. Never mind, it's nothing. Anyway, also in the news, MasterCard. You know where this is going. MasterCard announced that they are also going to be making a central bank digital currency platform. The idea being is that they want to help countries who are trying to expand and create central bank digital currencies to have a safe place to go, to understand that they can have a trusted partner in MasterCard to be able to build their platform. Can you guess which company? I don't know why I was singing. MasterCard has once again partnered with Ripple. It's been a very busy 6 to 7 weeks, so I understand how a lot of people just simply might not have received all of this news that's been quite prominent in my mind when you talk about the future. There is a very clear pattern of which company they're talking about and which companies and coins and projects they're not talking about and not dealing with at all. So yeah, MasterCard is partnering with Ripple on their central bank digital currency platform to help basically reel in other countries who are looking to build a central bank digital currency that's interoperable, and they're also working with Ripple. Also in the news, Western Union. Western Union also partnered with Ripple. They announced that they are going to be using XRP to actually send money around the world through their systems. For those of you who do not know how MoneyGram and Western Union work, the idea is that you need to have pre-funded accounts. So you would normally think in the age of the future, if you're sending money from Vancouver to Tokyo, you would just assume it's like a click of a button kind of thing. No, the way that Western Union and MoneyGram actually work is that you have to have pre-funded accounts. So if I am sending Canadian dollars to, almost like Canada, to Japan, Japan actually has to have a pre-funded account with like physical Canadian dollars. Doesn't make a lot of sense, especially when we're in the future. So Western Union announced the partnership with Ripple and using XRP to basically use XRP as the bridge across all the nations so that you can simply use XRP to send it to another place. The transfer from XRP back into the local currency is instantaneous, and therefore no more having the need for pre-funded accounts because we aren't living in the year 1910 anymore. Also, yeah, gigantic major news. Western Union has officially partnered with Ripple and they're going to be using XRP. And just another little drop on top of that, for those of you who missed it, as always, the articles are going to be linked in the description below for you to read all this amazing news for yourself. It appears as we had this news a while ago. Once again, just a little quick recap. One of the higher ups in Ripple might have let it slip that they're not actually working with 8 or 9 countries around the world. They seem to actually be working with 30 different nations. That's 30 different nations around the world to actually help them create their central bank digital currency, plus having their central bank digital currency run on top of the XRP blockchain. The number on the screen that you're also going to see, this roughly comes out to around 15% of nations in the world that would be using Ripple for their central bank digital currency. What happens when 15% of the world's money is flowing through the same blockchain to send remittances and money around the world? I'm sure it's almost nothing. Don't even mind this video, because apparently many other people within the cryptocurrency space aren't as well. I'll be honest with you. When I first found out about the idea of Ripple and XRP back in good old 1995. That's a lie. It wasn't that long ago. The idea for me was incredible because I saw that this coin was less than 1 cent. And I was like, it's clearly going to go to $1 at some point. Ended up going to $3.60. based on speculation of usage. Speculation of usage. We speculated that in the future, there might be around 5 different banks around the world who would use it, and if they did, that'd be absolutely marvelous. There might be 2 or 3 companies who are using it. It could eventually, in the 2030s, 2040s, be seen as a major currency. Maybe we would have a couple of companies and countries actually using XRP to send money around the world. Upon the definitive news that all those things that we talked about have like 6-folded and are actually happening. And these are the things that we are allowed as the public to know. So there's clearly something else happening behind the scenes that we are going to learn about maybe by the end of this year, maybe sometime next year. I am consistently flabbergasted at how easily it is for people to ignore actual news of amazing things that are happening within the cryptocurrency space and to a project simply because they don't want to. I'm wholeheartedly expecting we are going to at some point see a $10 to $15 XRP, and that should not confuse anyone. 30 countries? Anyway, I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, liking, commenting, and or supporting, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.